Well, lots of debate over abortion in the midst of this current crisis. In Texas, a federal appeals court said yesterday the state can ban most abortions while under an emergency order that limits non-essential surgeries. 4 other states are now considering similar bans. Also, there's debate over who can gather in front of abortion clinics. In several cities, police have clamped down on pro-life activists who are offering prayer outside abortion facilities. And last Saturday in Charlotte, North Carolina, police arrested local pro-life leader David Benham. Police say 50 people were congregating outside a facility, violating the county's stay-at-home order. Benham denies that and says just 3 sidewalk counselors were outside. Here's a look at Benham talking with police as he was arrested.
We wouldn't be doing this if we were not acting under the advice of our attorney.
We have. I know you're acting under the advice of your attorney. We have the authority to be here.
We did not feel like we had firm legal standing.
I understand.
We would not be doing this.
I understand, and I appreciate your service.
Okay,
I really do.
So that's why all these police officers are here.
I understand.
We're prepared.
I'm very thankful
for this, and we, you know, if you want to make this, draw this line in the sand.
No, it's not me drawing the line in the sand. We are a recognized charity.
Who is it?
We are a recognized charity, and you know this.
Well, joining us now is David Benham from Charlotte, North Carolina. David, thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Wendy.
Well, police say there were 50 people congregating outside the clinic. I didn't see that. And they say it violated the North Carolina stay-at-home order. They arrested you and 7 other people, but you say you weren't violating the order. Why?
Yeah, there's several things going on here, Wendy. There was not 50 people. That's just insane that they would even say that. I'm really saddened to even hear that. But what we did as a pro-life ministry, by the way, we were not gathering, we were not congregating, because I mean, we're in a global pandemic right now. We need to love our neighbor as ourselves, and we need to submit to these COVID-19 laws. Now, with COVID-19 in North Carolina, the state statute says that only essential businesses can be open, and by the way, abortion facilities are essential businesses in North Carolina, and federally recognized 501c3 public charities are also essential. As a matter of fact, in the ordinance or in the statute, it says they're strongly encouraged to continue operations. So what we did with Cities for Life, which is our pro-life organization, we pared down our sidewalk counselors. We only had 3 of them out there. We even made sure they stayed socially distant, though we didn't have to because we're still essential, but we wanted to go above board. It's talking, not touching, hand sanitizer. And yet I get a call Saturday morning, there are a lot of police here threatening arrests. So I showed up and they said, sir, you can't be here, no more than 10 people. And of course I went through everything I just explained to you, and they placed me under arrest, first time ever.
Did you spend any time in jail?
4 hours I was there. And like I said, I'd never been arrested before. Probably the hardest thing for me, you know, just kind of on the light side, was they weighed me, and I hadn't been weighed since the quarantine. I had gained 6 pounds. So, you know, I was like, what?
Definitely not worth being arrested for that. Well, Senator Ted Cruz has spotlighted your arrest and said that social distancing must not be used to silence pro-life views. Is that what you see happening basically in Charlotte?
Yeah. That's exactly what's happening here. And because if you go just a quarter mile down the road from the abortion facility in Charlotte, there's Home Depot. It's open. There was 1,000 people there Saturday morning. You go down the road to Bearden Park in the heart of uptown Charlotte, and it was packed. Hundreds of people were there. No arrests. There have been 1,400 COVID complaints and only 8 arrests. And those arrests were in front of the local abortion clinic. So it's viewpoint discrimination. And by the way, those 8 people that were arrested, all of that was after I had already been taken away, and they weren't even congregating or gathering. They were way more than 10 feet apart. It was, I mean, what's happening right now is we're seeing that Governor Cooper in North Carolina and our mayor and governors across the country, if they do not like conservative voices or pro-life voices, they're using this COVID emergency as an opportunity to grasp and silence our voices. So we've got a constitutional issue on our hands, and we really have to stand against it.
Well, David, how are you and your family doing? I know you've got several kids, your wife. How are you guys handling this lockdown?
Oh, we're handling it, I guess, okay. I mean, today was kind of tough. I've got some teenage kids, so we're dealing with, you know, hey, are you going to be a giver or a taker? And attitude thing. So we're getting through it. You know, we homeschooled for years. So we're back to homeschooling again. And I've got my company, my brother, I've got a twin brother. He and I are training and working with entrepreneurs through benhambrothers.com, trying to work through this COVID crisis. So, you know, we're just getting along. But, you know, the people that really are suffering more than even the folks that are suffering with COVID are the unborn children. And they deserve a voice. And if abortion is going to be essential and they're going to pack women into those waiting rooms, then we should have the right to be socially distanced, offering services outside those facilities.
Amen. Well, you and your brother and your whole family, you guys are always a light in the darkness, and even more right now during this coronavirus. Thank you so much, David. We appreciate your stance, and please come back.
Thanks for